Second and 12 after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. Left side here to Sanders. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Come 19.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing is Hurts. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
We're scoreless after 1. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders from 3 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On play action, now Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Carr going to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing his Carr on third down. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 27 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on first down is Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Carr. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work, but in this situation, the pressure got to him.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
He'll take it inside the 25.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Carr now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs from 10 yards out.
And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 5 from the 8. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
52 is the mic right here. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Carr.
Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake. Carr. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Here's White, they set up the screen.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Jacobs. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.